Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to look at two pennies from the year 1990 from the United States of America. Two pennies or 1 cent coin, or 1/10 of a dime, or 1/100th of a dollar. At the top they say, "In God We Trust." It says Liberty here, and then in front of Abe Lincoln, just underneath his chin, it says 1990. Now, this coin on the right has this incredible patina. And the patina is just the wear. And see how the coloring comes out in all of this? Just a beautiful coin. If only it was about 100 years older, it'd have some value. Right now, a 1990 penny that looks like this is worth about 1 penny. And look at the lines. You can see the lines in his beard. You can see the lapel and the bow tie and everything. Just a beautiful coin from a wear standpoint, but it has very little value. This coin over here, again, is a much shinier coin. It's the same year, has much more characteristics in here. And the reason I wanted to show you this coin is, this is what we probably would call a poorly struck penny. When it was minted, it just wasn't hit right with the press. And so if you look, you can see kind of a line that goes around here on the inside. See how there's like a line here that goes all the way around the coin, actually comes right up in here. If I tip it, you can see that there. Now it's supposed to have a line down here. It's not supposed to have a line up here. And if we tip this other 1990 coin, you see there's no kind of line that's supposed to go up through there. It's supposed to just be smooth up through. And so when we look at this penny, we know it was poorly struck simply because of the way the line comes up through here and through there. Is it offset? No, it really isn't. I mean, all the lettering kind of fits. This is a little bit more space here than normal, but not really. If we look at this one here, so pretty much all the spacing is the same. So it's not an offset coin, but it does have another characteristic that people who look at how coins are minted often remark on, and so I'll show you that. See these black marks here and here and here? And this is a really unused coin, or very hardly used coin at all. So it's relatively new coin, has this kind of weird strike on it. And then, and you can see like the steps and all the little planters and everything. And another has a little dot right there on it too. See that dot there? This is what I think you might call a poor lamination on the coin, or a lamination error. And if you look down here, you can also see under the cents, you see how it kind of doubles under the air, where like it was moving while it was struck. So this coin has a number of kind of weird features on it. Back here we see FG for Frank Gasparo, who did the Lincoln Memorial on the back, and there's Lincoln in there. This is what we're looking at here, this blue dot. And we see a little bit of blacking up here, and then a whole bunch of blacking here and here. And what's happened is these coins actually have a thin kind of shiny lamination layer on them. It's a copper plated zinc, but when they did this one, you could actually see the zinc coming right through. And that is, it means it was made wrong. And you see how smooth this is and shiny. This is a nice looking coin. It means it was made wrong, but it doesn't really add any value to it. Another thing I want to show you is, and sometimes we can look and see if they made any mistakes, is if we look down here, we can see where it says VDB, so Victor David Brenner. So that's the engraver's initials for the front of this coin. And this is the Victor David Brenner who initially did this engraving back in the early 1900s. So we can see the VDBs, they didn't miss that. So this coin is just a coin that's probably what we'd call poorly laminated with the zinc showing through, poorly struck with these lines going across the coin. But it's, and I mean, if you want to say, well, I'll give you a quarter for it or something, that's fine. It's probably not worth a quarter to a dealer. It may be worth 5 cents to a quarter from another collector. But these are the kind of things that happen with these pennies. And frequently they see that and they pull these right out of circulation. But this 1990 got through. And I should say that the D version of the 1990, they made, let me see, they made 4.9 billion of them. The Philadelphia version, which is this is, they made 6.9 billion. So when you make essentially 11.7, 11.8 billion of anything, you're going to have some errors, and some of those errors are going to get out. And so when I see a coin like this, I keep it just because it shows me something about the lamination error. It shows me something about the poorly struck, and I've got both of that in one coin. All right, but no value though, really. So don't go, if you see one of these, don't go thinking you can bring it down to the coin dealer and he's going to give you a bunch of money. But do keep it in your collection so you can talk about what happens when they laminate these coins and what happens when they strike them poorly. Have a great day from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.